Welcome back, everybody, for another video. We are headed to the range. I am taking my CVA Cascade out to the range to figure out the best ammo for the best grouping possible. So this is my dedicated deer setup. Stick around. I'm going to walk you through what I do to break in my rifle, figure out what ammo it likes, and we're going to talk a little bit about barrel break-in. Today, we are going to go over how I break in my new rifle. So when I'm buying a new rifle, more towards the precision rifle side, I have a process that I do, and this is my process. This is not something that I'm telling you you need to do or you should do, but this is, in my opinion, on how I think it's going to perform best for what I do. So first things first, you got to look at the rifle. What are your plans for this new rifle? Did you just buy it because you wanted a new rifle? Did you buy it for a specific purpose? When I buy a rifle, usually I have a purpose for that rifle. So for example, the rifle we're going to break in today, my CVA Cascade, chambered in .308. This is going to be my dedicated deer hunting rifle when I'm rifle hunting. I don't plan on shooting this rifle out to 1,000 yards. This rifle is meant for 400 yards and in. My first precision rifle, I researched all kinds of different things on how to break in a rifle, or do I need to break in the barrel? Should I not break in the barrel? And when I was looking on YouTube, everybody had their own opinion on barrel break-in. Do it, don't do it, it doesn't matter. Well, what I do is I follow what the manufacturer recommends. So first things first, I'm going to open up that little pamphlet that comes with your new firearm, and I'm going to read it. And I'm going to go to the section where it talks about barrel break-in, if there is a section. For example, the CVA Cascade, there is a section about breaking in the barrel. So what CVA recommends is after the first 5 shots, go ahead and punch that barrel. And then from there on, I want to say it's 5. I'll put it up on the screen. It's either 5 or 10 rounds. You're going to clean the barrel after 10 shots. So that's what I follow. I follow the manufacturer's recommended procedures. I don't have my own method. If I buy a rifle and I can't find that there's a break-in procedure, I email the company and I ask, hey, is there a way I need to break in this barrel? The manufacturer is going to know best, not some other guy on YouTube telling you, you don't need to break in your barrel, it doesn't matter. Or break in your barrel. If you don't, you're going to lose 2 MOA at whatever yards. So what I do is I follow the manufacturer's recommendation. They're going to know best. They're the ones who built the thing. They are experts in their craft.
All right, so since this is primarily going to be for my hunting setup, I am not running match grade ammo through this firearm. So what we are using is just hunting ammo. To break in the barrel, according to the manufacturer's recommendation, we're using this 150 grain AAC ammo. Now, to find our groupings, this is everything that we're going to be using. First up is going to be the Federal 180 grain Power Shock. We got some Federal Vital Shock 180 grain. We got some Hornady American Whitetail. This is in 150 grain. Some Federal Fusion I had laying around. This is going to be in 165 grain. Some more Federal Vital Shock. This one's actually in 165 versus 180. Last and not least, we have 150 grain AAC, some Soft Point hunting ammo in 150 grain. All right, so this is the ammo we're going to be working with. I'm going to head down, put up my target. So this is the target I use to break in my barrel, just a little splatter target. And then this is the target that I use to figure out what's going to be my best group. What I did is I labeled each box of ammo across on all the different platforms, and I'll link these targets down in the description if you're interested in checking them out. Before you walk away, take a picture of this so that way you can reference where to shoot. Don't be like me, walk all the way back up, shoot, forget which box is which, and then you got to come back down, take a picture. So
50 rounds later, after following CVA's recommendation on barrel break-in, I'm going to clean my barrel one last time before I shoot my groupings. I like using this bore eliminator because it doesn't contain any abrasive chemicals, trying to protect the barrel as best as I can. I'm going to run one soaked patch through the barrel, removing the patch on the barrel end. I'm going to let that sit for about 1 to 2 minutes. Then I'm going to run a brush through the barrel 10 times. I like to use polymer brushes instead of brass, just a personal preference. Then I'm going to throw my jig back on so I can run patches through until the patch comes out somewhat clean. So now what I'm going to do is start with the ammo. We're going to shoot 3 rounds at each one of those diamonds. All right, so I'm going to attach my Griffin Armament can on here. This is the Sportsman's Ultralight HD 30 cal. I'm doing it with this can on there because I want to be able to see the groups with the can on, because things could change if you're not running a can, or if you're running a can, right? Your stuff could shift a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw my can on there because I plan on using this when I'm hunting. Pretty much dedicated to this setup. So let's get to it and figure out which brand and which box we're going to stick with for this rifle. All right, first up is going to be this American Whitetail. This is in 150 grain. So let's send our 3 shots, see how it does. All right, we sent our 3 rounds downrange. A little scattered, but I did shoot 4 rounds because I cleaned the barrel. So I typically like to shoot 1 round. That'll be my just a round to foul up the barrel a little bit. And then I shoot 3 more rounds to actually get the actual grouping. So let's throw this guy in, let it run for about 5 minutes, cool it down, and then we'll jump on to the next ammo. A piece of gear from Rifle Cool, and what it does is it'll push air through your barrel. There's a little tube here, so all I do is I stick that guy in here, turn it on, and it's going to push air through your barrel to help it cool down faster. So I'll leave this down in the description below, as well as everything else on this video. And now we're going to try this Federal Fusion, and this is 165 grain. Well, as you've seen, it does not like the Federal Fusion. I've never really had good luck with Federal Fusion, but some people swear by it. I've never had good luck in any of my rifle platforms. All right, let's let this thing cool down. On to the next one. I think this one might actually do pretty good. Yep, this might be the one. Good grouping. And I've always done pretty well with this Federal Power Shock. So this is 180. So it might be liking 180 because the other one was 165, 150. So that could be it. Just wants a little heavier bullet. Our next contender is going to be Vital Shock 165 grain. I have a feeling it might not do too hot. Yeah, it's not liking this stuff either. All right. All right, next is going to be Federal Vital Shock, but this is in the 180 grain. All right, not too shabby. Out of 1 MOA group, which is all I want, 1 MOA. We'll try to do better if we can, but 1 MOA is what I usually shoot for. All right, I'm gonna let this thing cool down, and then last up, we have this AAC 150 grain. Don't think it's gonna do too well. So right now, the winner is this Power Shock stuff, 180 grain. And like I said, I've had good luck with this before, but let's give the other one a shot. Not too bad. Let's go check out the target. All right, so here we got our results. American Whitetail, 150 grain, almost 2 MOA.
Yeah, so definitely not running that. Next up, we tried our Federal Fusion, and that did really, really horrible. So we're looking at 2.5 MOA. The one we're going to be running out of this rifle is going to be the Federal Power Shock, coming in at half MOA. This is 180 grains, so we are definitely going to be shooting this. I didn't get a chance to zero at the range, so we'll be going back to zero eventually. But this is what we're going to be running out of this rifle for deer hunting. And when we come down here, Federal Vital Shocks, the 165 grain and the 180 grain did pretty similar. Looking at about a 1.5 MOA. Then comes the one that actually surprised me. So I didn't think that the AAC, the American Ammunition Company, the 150 grain was going to do too hot. I thought it was going to be all over the place. As you can tell, still under 1 MOA. So I will keep this paper. And then what I do is I hold on to this sheet. I tuck it away so that way I can always reference how each ammo did that we shot in case one goes out of stock in the future, or it's kind of hard to find and I need to revert to something that I have on hand. But overall, very happy with this grouping. Can't beat half an MOA, so we will definitely be running that when we are deer hunting this season.
So typically what I'm going to do now is I usually don't zero my stuff the same day. I'll come back another day and shoot because I'm going to go home. I'm going to clean the rifle. I'm going to punch the bore again, get everything super clean, go back to the range with the best shooting box of ammo, and then I'm going to see if it performs the same again. So I've done this with all my precision rifles. And again, I'm not telling people to do this. This is just a way that I do it. And I'm not trying to push this on anybody else or anything like that. But this is what I do. 3-round groupings, let the barrel cool in between each group and see which one performs the best. Take that same box of ammo back a couple days later and then try to replicate that. And then I zero. All my rifles shoot a sub MOA, and that's because I put the time in to find that box of ammo that works. Breaking in the barrel, I don't know. I don't know if that's a thing that you need to do or not, but I follow the manufacturer's recommendation. And this process, I do this process continuously. I don't just stop once I find the box of ammo. If I see a box of ammo on the shelf that I don't have at the house, I'll grab it up, go to the range, and I'll just group it. Maybe it does better, maybe it does worse. That's going to do it for this one. I appreciate you guys watching. If you learned something new or you do something similar, go in the comment section. Let me know how you do it. Stay safe out there. Happy hunting, and I'll see you guys in the next one.